Howdy folks, Jeff here, and we're behind the scenes, but I guess we are behind the scenes because check this out. We got the Pawn Stars Gold and Silver. We're over here at the Pawn Stars place, and this is actually Rick's of the Pawn Stars.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so Todd Westurland was so kind to bring us over here. Todd is with AutoShop Answers, and a lot of folks know your boss, Todd Hayes.
I know.
And Todd Hayes started a new deal today, AutoShop Recruiting.
Oh, that's been around for a little bit, but yes. Today I'm here at SEMA, kind of wearing the AutoShop Recruiting T-shirt. So
we had an interesting discussion about some of the different deals. Because number one is when we say AutoShop Answers, and we met Todd earlier this year, and his excitement was just, and sometimes you're like, oh, and then he shows you, hey, come on down, I'm gonna teach you what we're doing, teach you how to help and make some money. But you were explaining to me, it's like, okay, this is what Adams Automotive does, but as the shops come and go to the class, you want them to take what they learn and apply it to theirs. It doesn't mean come to this and AutoShop, now you're going to be open 7 days a week. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so it's pretty amazing. The Houston-Boston partnership, we have 10 shops, across that group. And so if you think about everything you need for a big chain, you think about your training, you think about your recruiting, your media, you think about even next day callbacks, all the systems and everything that we have for those shops.
And credit card processing.
Credit card, that gentleman was just here, the 212. He also is a partner. So you think about all those things that chain needs. And Todd just graciously one day said, why don't we just see if we can just start helping everybody in the industry? And so he opened up his doors, and Adams Automotive and Perry and Patty, they opened up their doors and let folks into the shop. So where we do our training is right next to the shop. And the first day, what you'll love, is we do the open house at the shop, the full rack attack, all of that right there.
A lot of folks don't know what rack attack means. And this was kind of interesting because Todd's saying, oh yeah, we bring the car in, we put it on the rack, we pull the wheels. And I've seen a couple of videos. Todd's out there, lug range, popping them wheels off. So when you bring a car in, people are like, hey, check my brakes. And it's like, we're peeking in going, yeah. And he's like, no, let's get them tires off. And you put it on a rack and you attack it for 20, 30 minutes.
15
minutes.
So think like this. I was a technician for 15 years, ASC certified and my L1 certification, and I would do an hour inspection. We would. I mean, we would really get down in there, check everything down, check the voltage drop, on the battery, make sure it would hold a load. Like we did a really comprehensive inspection. And when you think about it, Todd was kind of explaining. One day he lives in Daytona. He's watching the races and he's watching the way they go after it. And he's thinking, customer service in every industry is connected to speed of service. Do you ever go to a restaurant, you're not really happy when it's like taking forever? Like we comment to hear what great service.
She had right there,
everything, those ribs and everything.
Oh my God.
And it was fast.
Yeah.
So Todd looked at that and said, you know what? That's what we're going to do in the shop. If you come in and you had to say, wait in the waiting room, he can look that whole car over in 15 minutes just using, our concept and process. So,
And check it out, and then the customer knows. And so some folks are like, oh, okay, leave your car, go home, we'll call you and tell you what it is. And they're like, but when they see you pulling that car in and putting it on the lift, raising it up, checking it out, now, it doesn't mean, oh my gosh, that car's going to get worked on right then.
Nope.
But it tells the customer, this is what we're seeing, and this is what your problem, that you want us to address. Okay, so now, I guess I give them an estimate. And
so here's kind of one of our philosophies, if you really kind of break it down. If you think about the consumer coming in, they're sometimes stressed, a lot of times. There's something's broken on their car or they're needing to get some kind of, maintenance done. So they're not really worried about or so focused on what is the price and what is this, what is that. What they're worried about is the inconvenience that they're going to have not having a vehicle. That's really, so if you think about it at a restaurant, when you walk in, if we walked in and these folks said, okay, you had iced tea and I had a drink, you had iced tea also, we had the cornbread, we had the beans, we had the ribs. Imagine if she came to the table, put everything on the table right away, and our waters and everything, and said it'll be $160, like just boom, you just get hit with everything. So now, if you think about a really great establishment, the way that they come, they drop off the waters, bring you some bread, they take your order each step of the way, and it's a better experience. So that matched in with that kind of rack attack and the way that when the consumer comes in, we actually give them just a great experience that they can kind of dissect a lot better. The industry teaches, and they're really heavy on this, kitchen sink, slam your customer. Just hit them, and it's a shock. And people go, well, why don't they buy all of that? So if they had hit us with the 160 when we walked in, I might have said, guys, I don't know. It's 160. I mean, that's where
I like you that much?
Started out. Wow. Okay, but I loved it. We had just really we had great conversation, great ribs and everything. So really, you'll see that we focus on the industry part of it where we're looking at it as hospitality. Okay, how do we have just the best hospitality for that person that is in a distressed time? And what does that look like? So everything you see about us, when you come to class and you're there, you just keep seeing, wow, that's all these guys keep really pushing is this hospitality, taking care of the customer. Do you know who paid for our lunch?
Tonight?
The customer.
Oh.
Customer did. We took care of that customer. And we made sure they had a great experience and we were able to get them home. And every single thing we do, we're thankful for them. They're not an inconvenience. They call at 5 and they want to drop their car off. We'll stay an extra 15 minutes because really, the ribs are pretty good. Okay. You know what I mean.
And y'all know what I mean. If you deal with my father's shop, you call Candace and Candace, hey, I'm running like, hey, and Candace be like, yeah, I'll wait for you. If I know you're coming, I'll wait for you.
I love
and that's
that.
the deal that y'all are saying is you want to make it convenient for the customer. So you architect their car, you look at it, and then you get them where they need to go.
Get the stress of the transportation off the table. Just don't, even myself, I've taken the car in, I'm trying to figure out how do I get the girls to high school. We hadn't gone grocery shopping that week. I was like, babe, we got to go grocery shopping. We need to go rent a car. And I realized the whole process centered around the transportation. We weren't even talking about what the cost of the actual repair was going to be. And a lot of times, that customer, if you tell them what it is, but I can have it tomorrow, I'm pretty happy about that. They're getting their car back and the life, isn't disrupted. So.
And that's kind of what your philosophy of AutoShop Answers is. Mm-hmm. And then the idea is to bring these shops in and let them see how you're doing. So you're trying to help the industry and show them, hey, these are some options. Now, take this back. You don't have to do this verbatim. But we're going to give you some ideas that will help. Mm-hmm. And in fact, this month, y'all put out a deal of, I don't know, there was 5 or 6 amazing women in our industry. Mm-hmm. And you said one of them did over $300,000 in a month.
Nicole, I'm going to say your name wrong, Nicole. I'm going to try. It's Benioff with now it's Empowered Automotive. So this month, and she's been coming to class now we're at 5 months. So first month ever in the history of our company, they broke 300,000. But it's not just about, hey, we broke 300,000. That's a benchmark saying they gave impeccable customer service. They really helped those customers as far as hospitality went. Because think of how many people were broken down or needed help. It's essentially they helped $300,000 of the community. Rochelle also up by you, Northridge Automotive. I believe they broke 200 and somewhere right in there. I know it's over 200. They're putting everything in place to march towards 300,000 again. they can help as many people they can with great hospitality. So it's weird because sometimes as you watch the industry, people just get on us about, you guys talk about they made 300,000, they did 400,000 a month. Five, you must be grinding on, they must be doing this, you must be doing that. And the thing is, I even had a gentleman today that I said, come in, and once you come through, you're going to realize, whoa, this is about culture and hospitality. It's about Candace picking up the phone going, oh, wait the extra 15 minutes. And now we call shops all around the country. We'll do a little phone shopping. Jeff, it's rough. It is rough.
Don't call my
there.
shop.
No. No, I'm just saying, but we've called out there and they're like, listen, we're booked for 2 weeks. No, we close at 5. No, we don't work on that. No, and it's like, we're calling all these people. And I'm talking a room full of 60 shop owners. We go live, just start calling shops. One time we were at 19 shops before we could find somebody to say yes.
Well, was it 19 shops in the room? Or 19
no, 19 shops in the United States.
Oh,
we were
different
calling.
shop.
Yeah, I'm not going to say what city
So
we called
you're telling
into.
them-
It wasn't Houston. We just, somebody said, let's call. So they just started calling shops. And it just happened to be 19. They got through 19 until somebody said, yeah, bring it on down. Let me help you. Let me wait that extra 15 minutes and help you.
So that's all part of helping the industry see what's going on, see what the customer is dealing with. And it's not nothing new. It's just sometimes people have to go, oh, it's like you take a bite of that ribs and it was like, oh my gosh, that's so good. People have to say, oh my gosh, that's great service.
Yeah.
And that's all y'all are trying to show is when the shops come, hey, let us show you what we're doing. And if it works for you, this is great.
Yep.
So one of the new deals is, and you were showing off your T-shirt, is y'all have started offering different things to the shops so that you can help them get to the same spot that y'all are.
Correct.
One of them is, because I asked you, you said, hey, you need a technician. I can help you get a technician.
Absolutely.
That's what AutoShop recruiting is about.
Yes.
And you can help call back. You got a partner with 212 processing that can help credit card processing. And so y'all are just, it's like, okay, let's show you this can be done.
Yeah. So when you come in, you'll see like Todd Hayes will post a lot about show your numbers, or I'll show our numbers. You guys know he will open up QuickBooks and show you what we did, because if he's going to stand there and tell you, I do this, this, and this, and this, and I'm going to coach you or advise you, I've never met a man who will, to Todd's level, who puts it on the line. He will just show you, here's what we're doing. Here's every single process, every single script, every single way that we do things. Come on in. And when everybody's asked him, like, why do you do this? Why? These are some of our secrets. And he's like, we have 60 to 100 people in class. There's 90,000 shops out there. We're trying as hard as we can. And there's 80,000 shops that we may never get to. And so, it really is, with open arms. So, yeah.
And see, that's pretty neat, because that's one of the things I try to tell folks is, hey, this coach says, oh my gosh, I had a shop, or oh my gosh, I worked at this shop, or oh my gosh, and it's like, okay, well you don't have any more, or it's like, who's coaching you?
Yeah.
And he's willing to show you, look, we're running these businesses right now.
You saw him. You mentioned it. He just ripped a wheel off and then walks over and then is coaching and talking about it. He literally is ripping the car apart and doing a full inspection. You're like, I mean, the guy has a lot of energy, doesn't he?
and we know it's not as easy to pull them old tires off anymore. Them tires on them F-150, 95 pounds, man.
You got to put your knee underneath that thing. I know.
That's so neat. Well, hopefully folks can reach out to you. And y'all have been doing a class about once a month now?
It's every month. The 2025 schedule will be coming out on the website here. It's generally right about the third week of every single month. We have some other classes that are coming. We have accounting and fraud prevention that is on Friday. We actually have launched the last 2 months what we call like a VIP. We call it VIP Friday, but it turned into VIP Thursday and Monday. They actually come to the shop and work in the shop doing the rack attack all day, gloves on. And that's been a massive game changer as far as you can sit in a big room with 1,000 people
and tell them
or get some gloves on and get in there.
And get in there, start moving them tables around.
This month, VIP Thursday sold out, VIP Friday sold out, VIP Sunday sold out, VIP Monday sold out, VIP shop tours where we go around. Really important. The last thing before we close up, we go on a tour of all the other shops. So, yes, Adams Automotive has done $1.2 million at that location. But let's go to the other shops that have 12 lifts or 14 lifts or 10 lifts that are doing 500,000 or 650,000. We now launched our Boston partnership tour. Go up and see Charlie's shop. Charlie's shop, Pleasant Car Care, 4 lifts, okay, 344,000. So it's the concept. It's just the concept of hospitality. That's the goal, Jeff. I just want to bring that to the industry.
Yeah, and you're at the right spot. That's down the road from Apex and SEMA. So you said, hey, I can go sit in the Starbucks and let people come by and ask me questions and talk to you, because that's all networking. And you could sit in a booth and say, yeah, I can make you money. Yeah. But if they come and sit, just like we sat over here and had some ribs, and we had a conversation, tell me what you're doing. Tell me, because this is what we see. This is what, and you're like, no, this is what we're doing. And the folks don't have to be open 7 days a week. They can go back to their shop and start applying. Okay, hey, you want to apply the rec attack. See if it helps you. Hey, you want to apply calling the customer back. Say, how do we do? You want to apply some of this. Then you see how it works.
Yeah.
That's all just us having conversations. Same thing, just having conversation with the customer.
Exactly. I got to give a little credit to Jeff, okay? He just goes and does this from the bottom of his heart. And I got to say, this is the coolest technology ever. These little clip mics here are amazing. And then his glasses. As he was looking around, saw some key things, he just said, boom, whatever the phrase was, and it took a picture. So he's like, there's Rick's Ribs, there's Pawn Stars. And I'm like, wow. So you're next level on the technology, sir.
But that's what you're doing, is you're trying to get the shops to the next level.
Yeah.
And so it's all a part of knowing and finding out. I had to find out about these. Then I had to try them.
Okay. I didn't even know.
And
you can't even tell.
We were at lunch, and the one, a lady from Canada has a paint and body shop. She's looking at me and she's going, are those? And we said, yes. Oh my gosh, I've been looking at them. Tell me about them.
Yeah.
And I told her, and I took them up. I put music on, took them up, and she put them on, and she's like, and then she's going like this. So you're playing music. I can't hear it, but you put it, and you can hear it. And she was like, and I showed her.
Really?
She pulled up her phone, and she goes, I said, you can get them on Amazon.
Whoa,
and she found them on Facebook a little bit cheaper. She ordered them. That's what happens when they come to your training, is they see, they look. That's all technology. Hey, this is just what we're doing. If it works for you, she ordered these glasses while we were sitting there.
Would you be able to listen to your podcast through those?
Yeah, you just...
so listen, everybody out there, I want you to get these while you're cruising into work through that commute. And it could be 30 minutes, an hour of dead time, okay? Let's make good use of that. Let's get a couple of these babies and get that podcast on. Okay?
Get it on. All right. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you inviting us over here. Thank you for sitting down, because I'm kind of interested in that. And I've already met Todd, and we've been knowing you for a long time. And Todd Hayes is like, he's got that energy, and you're like, that's all he's trying to do is share it with the industry.
Yep. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. Had a really great night.
Appreciate y'all watching.